Ludo here with Abandoned by Nature. A good morning from Mafia and Hamna Shida Organic Agriculture. I'm here to help design and implement the design of the farm here, and so it's day 2 on with the guys on the farm, the helpers. Yesterday we removed a lot of rocks with the tractor from this area where they started to dig before I was here. So we're just cleaning up, and we're not going to go deeper, obviously, because there's a lot of rocks in here. It's not the best pond section, but they had started over there. So this will be increasing. We'll be removing all this soil here and making a key in there. We have the guys removing the stumps where the key is going to go. We're going to make a key is a trench with very good clay to stop the water from going through, because you can see here the different layers. So this is very good clay. And just above here we have a topsoil, so water will infiltrate if we don't do anything. So you can see here same layering. So we'll remove this browner layer, but we have a lot of clay here. So this is one thing that's going to happen, removing the stump, making the clay, and then with this very good clay here, removing the topsoil for the key, and then using the clay, we're going to be making a wall here. The stakes here, you don't really see from this stake here, is going to be the level of the water. We have another one over there, and then another one right there. And then we have some guys removing a little bit of the drier mud from the original pond. The reason why this is wet is because we are in full dry season, but the reason why this is wet is because we have a culvert over there. I'm going to be walking up there, and we have regular release of the water. So you can see the culvert over there. We'll be using this water. We're going to be building a terrace. This is the stakes of the terrace. So we'll have a terrace going down here. Those guys are removing a pipe that is the main water for the farm. So we'll remove this so we can be doing our earthworks, and we're not, because the idea is to plant bananas in this terrace. So we're not going to have a problem with the pipe in the future. The guys here are digging a sediment pond, because we have another source of water, which is water coming from the road just above here. The city or the municipality, and so we have the road here, water coming in, and they had dug this big trench, and the water was going into this little pond as well, bringing a lot of sediment. So we're going to stop it. We're slowing down the water. We're going to be building a wall here, and then a small quay again. We started to do the quay, so you cannot see, but you can see a little bit of the edge there. We cut and put some really good clay, and with tapping we're going to be building a wall out of clay, so water cannot infiltrate anymore, and water will go into this sediment pond. So the water with the speed will just slow down in there, and drop is all the sediment, and then from there will overflow gradually into this pond, and we're going to be connecting this tree section here into a big one, and this is going to be the place. Big water coming from the culvert, and right above, I forgot to mention one thing, is we have also the other side of the road. We're lucky here. We have nearly 150 meters or something like this of roadside that is coming out here. So this will take onto a swell, because this is a lot of water. Just with the seepage, we can fill up this tank already, this pond, sorry. So we'll be taking this water and bringing it. You can see the sticks here. We're gonna be like digging a directive swell, let's say. This is going to go this way and then that way. Here is removing the pipe also. The pipe is going all the way to this tank in the back here. So going back on the swell, we have this stick here, right there. Then we're gonna let the water passively go through the path here, go down into the passion fruit with, we're gonna be doing some, let me just show you from here. We're gonna be doing some very small half moons here. So the water will go slowly down the hill. And where the guys are going over there, it's gonna be a big pond. So here again, they have, they didn't know that they needed a key. So they just dumped the clay onto a sandy soil. So now we're gonna be removing a little bit of this, and then we're gonna be cutting a trench again, putting a really good clay in there, compacting, and then building up this compacted wall again. And we're gonna be raising this. And luckily, water going down here will be trapped into a swell we're gonna make along the contour here and dumped into this big pond. And then another connective little bit of connection. This well here will go on contour all the way to the pond that you see over there, which is, we call it the square pond, which will be hosting fish in the future. And that's good for today. So today we're starting a lot of big jobs, which hopefully I can get done by the time I'm done. If not, this is going to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm here for 3 weeks. The main issue that we have is we're running out of time, but we don't know how much time we have. Is that the seepage or the water coming from the culvert can come at any time. So right now we're rushing to be able to do this terrace and making sure we can get the water into an area where we can pump it out before it goes into the ponds, because when it goes into the ponds, then we have an issue with mud to be able to dig. That's why we're removing this layer that is now a little bit drier to hopefully expose something a bit more wet and dry up, because it's really hot and windy, so things dry very quickly here. So if we can have just the seepage going into this before we work on here, that would be awesome. So today the rush is to make this one happening over there and cleaning up this one in the hope of no seepage within 3-4 days, so we can really move forward. I hope this is clear, because this is a lot of information here, but I'll be updating regularly as we move forward with things. It's gonna take shape. Very nice terrace here. It's gonna be looking good. So now we need to pray for no water coming from this culvert for a few days. I'll update you in the days to come.